In this video I'm going to use the professional version of PostTrans to create a simple sales order entry screen within Microsoft Excel. Here I am in my template, and you can see I've already designated the transaction type as an SOR. Of course I could hide this from the end user, and of course using the professional version I can actually search for a particular customer, so they're just on the phone now, and I can go down and fill in their reference number. I have already filled in their delivery address here and an email and fax number. But of course using Exchequer OLE I could have brought that through from the Exchequer database, and also I've typed in a general note, deliver to the back door. So that's going to appear on the general notes of the transaction. Of course could be printed off with the sales order delivery note. Down below here I've actually got a series of group headings for all my stock codes. And you can see here I've grouped them using standard Excel functionality. So there's all my stock codes in here and descriptions and the current price. The current price has been brought over using Exchequer OLE technology. So if I have my customer on the phone, they could say, okay, I would like 2 brackets and I want 2 color cameras, color monitor, etc. So that's bought from that group. And they want an alarm system, so we'll have 1 alarm system. You can see it's totaling up the price on the right there, which again is standard functionality within Excel, and a couple of door loops, a PIR sensor, and a smoke detector. So therefore I've got the order all together, which I could read back to them, and so I'm now ready to post it into into Exchequer using PostTrans. So the user would simply hit this post transaction button, and we'll now get confirmation of the order. There we can see the account it's going to, the quantity, the net, the VAT, and all that sort of business. So now I can post it into Exchequer. So now let's post it into Exchequer. We actually had a fax number and an email designated on the spreadsheet. We can have 2 of those, so we could actually fax it to our warehouse automatically. So now it's saying I'm going to fax and email that order and print it off to this printer here. So I can just simply OK that, and you'll see the transaction is now being printed. And of course this requires the paperless module within Exchequer Enterprise. So that's posted the transaction, and now I'm ready to close down that spreadsheet and restart the whole process. Let's just go and have a look at the order in Exchequer itself, and then we can see all our items ready to be processed through the sales order processing. Let's just talk about several flags I've turned on within PostTrans there. If I go to the setup window, in here it says ignore quantity on stock value transactions and 0 value on noms. This simply means that it was ignoring all the lines that had 0. So basically it only imported items which actually had a quantity against them. And the same can be used on the nominal journal, so you could have a whole series of nominals and just fill in the values you wish to push into Exchequer. Also we have a printing tab here which allows us to specify which cells within Excel will hold the email and the fax number. Of course we can turn the whole system off. We can by default tick always print a hard copy, and we can override the subject and the message in an email. Plus we can override the actual Exchequer form that's printed, because basically the system will choose the default form set for that individual customer, which has been set up within Exchequer. So that's how simple we can actually generate a complete order entry screen. So if you like, it's quite a quick system for taking orders.